It's the NFL on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday night.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3 plays, no first downs. Time for 4th down.
You spend all week developing your opening script. What are you going to do when you get the ball for the first time, Mike? Well, I promise you, it wasn't go 3 and out and punt. Give credit to the defense. Nice job getting off the field here early. Get the ball back to your offense.
Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Man in motion is Brown. On play action, Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. That's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here. They go
3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2. To throw is Hurts. And that is incomplete. See if that comes back to bite them a bit later on in this one. As for now, it remains a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tua going to give it to Achane, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. 3rd and long. And here's Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They have the touchdown of the opening drive, couldn't tack on the 2-point conversion, however. So 6-0 is our score as they try it again on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's H.A. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He's gonna run it.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Hurts. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end Uzomah. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 50 yards. Hurts will work here from the pistol. This one to his big tight end, Uzomah. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Hurts now. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Uzomah. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
44, ready.
They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Two minutes to go. First half in a 2-point game. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The Eagles offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down. Again, Hurts. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His second touchdown of this first half.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Eagles 19.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. They'll start out first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports, and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll take this to about the 28. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts. taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will up the lead to 5.
26, Dolphins 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Off play action, it's Tua. He'll take off again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Tua now on 3rd down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your...
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to wind up taking it all the way into the end zone. But it's all going to be for naught. There is a penalty flag way back downfield. Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Hurts to the air on 1st down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Now it's Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll take it on in. C.J. Uzomah. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. 2-and-out on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one, They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Here's Barkley. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that?
This one intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have cut the deficit to 5. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. He's got his man. It's Smith. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. 2nd
In motion, the tight end Uzama. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's Barkley. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to tuck it and go. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
13 yards on the play.
Now Tua. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15 yards.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Down inside the 10. And he will score. Game on. Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and receiver Devontae Smith take the field for their next drive. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Now Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll drop to throw. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A run with Barkley. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Fourth down, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got her. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. A run up the middle with Barkley. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Eskridge now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from South Florida.